Hello and welcome to this video from A Gameplay for All Seasons. Today we're talking of my top 5 management sims from the 1990s. Now the fact you're on this video suggests perhaps you, like me, enjoy a good management sim. If so, sit back and enjoy a look back on the 90s and what, in my opinion, are the top 5 management sims from that decade. If you like this kind of thing, why not hit that subscribe button and ensure you don't miss the next video, which most likely is going to be on the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy game and a look at the events that occurred in the Wizarding World during the 1800s, which is the century that the game is set. So, back to management sims then. Though these 5 games may live vividly in the memory, I sadly don't own them anymore. So the video you're seeing is from 2020's Empire of Sim, which, not by coincidence, is almost what you could refer to as a reimagining of the game, which comes in at number 5, and that is Gangsters. Now this game was released in 1998 and took us to the fictional Chicago suburb of New Temperance. Now there was a surprisingly large amount to this game. Your goal was to expand your territory, recruit more hoods and make money, which could be done both legally and more commonly illegally through the usual nefarious means. As can be expected, a bit of bribery is thrown in there as well. Now this might not sound like the sort of stuff you wouldn't expect from any self-respecting organised crime game, but remember this was the 1990s, so at the time how much they put in here was quite mind-blowing. Now coming in at number 4 is SimCity 2000. So this game released for the PC in 1995. The idea of it was to run a successful city with its different areas and challenges. This game was unbelievably detailed for the time. It was the first in the series to move away from a top-down view to a 3D view, allowing for land elevations. Couple that with the new underground features of running water pipes and subways, this game felt very much all-encompassing. It had different zones in the city: residential, commercial and industrial. You had schools, hospitals, prisons, power points, railroads, highways, the list goes on. It's the template that recent city builders still follow today, all this time later. Now, my pick for number 3 was released in 1997 and is Theme Hospital. Now, in this game, diseases to be treated included third-degree sideburns, chronic nose hair and invisibility, which was said to be caused by being bitten by a radioactive ant. This game focused heavily on the light-hearted humour and firmly nailed it. The cute graphics and crazy situation ensured fun was to be had, all while not taking itself seriously. If you've missed this game as much as I have, then what you could do is do what I did recently and purchase the recent 2 Point Hospital, which you'll see why it's affectionately referred to as Theme Hospital 2 somewhat widely. If that sounds interesting to you, I have made another video on that particular game, which I'll put a link in the description below. You can check that out after this video. So number 2 then, the one that just missed out on that top spot. So this is released in 1994. It is Theme Park. Needless to say, this is a classic. For the time, this had a great mechanic for putting together all kinds of complex and great looking roller coasters, which led to hours of fun. It wasn't just about the roller coaster though. There was real emphasis on the flow of your park and the positioning of everything. My most vivid memory from this game has to be the sound of everyone simultaneously vomiting because one person got it and you set off this chain reaction, so you really had to make sure that these themes of parks stayed in a good condition and were sanitary. So it was a good game. It had lots of fun elements to it as well. So the big one then, and number 1, my favourite management sim of all time, not just from the 1990s, is Pete's Tycoon. So released in 1994, the unforgettable Pete's Tycoon really was just a great game. If you've played the game, I'm sure you're sitting there nodding along in agreement. And if you've not, and you later decide to search images of this particular gem, you're probably wondering what all the fuss is about. But it's not for the graphics that this game is top of the list. No, it's because of the gameplay. Pete's building competitions that were genuinely fun, designing suitable restaurants, and the most fun part of the game had to be buying insane things from shady characters to sabotage your rivals' restaurants. You could buy rocket launchers, flamethrowers, or simply release rats all over the place. But you had to make sure you got out of there before the police arrived. Just a great game. Now, if you've made it this far, why not subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos like this? If you've liked the video, hit the button. And if you've got a comment on any of the games I spoke about, I'd love to hear about it. Or in fact, a game from the 90s that I may have missed out. See you in the next video.